All right, we're on video.
All right.
And action.
No.
She's walking away. The cowgirl walks away.
Yet, you sad man.
The Cowgirl Walks Away by George Strait.
When I faint under the agonizing trials of this world, I go inside to a storehouse of stories from my life. There are many rooms there, but there is that one room, the room full of my strongest faith. In that room, I feel safe from the storms, from the bumping and the thumping of the storms outside of my life. It is there in that place of safety I am free to sit and weave. To understand the room of faith, you have to understand what it is to forget, because it was my place of remembering. Forget that place way back there where malice was mundane, where faceless others moved into my life and changed my life forever. They seemed to comfort themselves with words like, poor dear, oh my goodness. They used these odd words like abused, neglected, abandoned. And these words seemed to give them comfort when they went about making decisions that changed my life forever. It was during one of these times that the Lord introduced me to the room of faith. He took me by the hand and he led me into the room, and there in the room was a little woman in a upholstered rocking chair. In between her rocking chair and a green hassock. You know what a hassock is? It's like a little footstool, and you put your feet on it when you're sitting in the rocking chair. So there was this green hassock, and that's where I was supposed to sit. And there was a TV tray between us, and on the TV tray were 2 bowls of grits. Now, grits are a corn-like cereal that a lot of Texans eat for breakfast. And then there were 2 cups. And 1 cup was hot chocolate. It was for me. And so I got up and I peered into her cup. And I said, what are you having? And she said, hot tea. And I said, may I have hot tea too? And she immediately served me hot tea too. And so many days, that old woman and I sat in that room filled with faith and had hot tea together. One day when I was in the room of faith, the forgetting had to happen. And suddenly I felt around me the feeling of ripping sheets. And all of the menial threads of my life came apart into thousands of disconnected threads. But I still had the room of faith. And so there I sat with that old lady in the room of faith with all the loose threads of my life. The day of confrontation came. The Lord came to me and he goes, are you ready? And I said, yes, Lord, I'm ready. And he went to the room of faith, and she looked up at him and she goes, is she coming? And the Lord says, yes, she's coming. She spent many years healing, and she has weaved her side of the cloth. Everything except for this one single scarlet thread. And she ran her fingers over her side of the fabric that she had weaved. And she goes, I have weaved my whole side except for the single scarlet thread. Because between that younger her and the older me, the only thing that separated us was those last few steps and a single scarlet thread. And so I weaved a little, and she weaved a little. And then we could see one another. And there before me was a younger version of my